What is up, everyone? Happy weekend. What are you up to? I hope you are celebrating a long weekend. I hope you are taking some time with the family to make some great memories and have some awesome time together. My name is Kelly Roach, for those of you that are maybe visiting with me for the very first time, and I help business owners build, grow, and scale 6, 7, and 8-figure businesses online. And I love to teach business owners how to build their dream businesses and how to take home more money in a week than they took home all of last year in their business. And I was on a search, on a mission for so many years to figure this out for myself. I knew I was working far too many hours for far too little income, and I had to figure this out for myself first before I could help other people. I see some friends joining us. So say hello as you're joining. Let's see if I can see the chat here. I'm actually on my phone. I am traveling back in just a moment here from Red Bank, New Jersey. I'm heading to the airport. I spent the day with my business partner, Amy, in one of my other companies. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but I run multiple companies. A couple of them I have partners in. My own company is obviously the Kelly Roach International Organization with Kelly Roach Coaching and the Conviction Marketing Agency and all of that. But we spent the last 2 days doing strategy, doing content, mapping out the growth plan for the company. And, it's so interesting because I come across so many entrepreneurs that when they started their business, they were so fired up, they were so optimistic, so excited about the future, so passionate about making a difference. And then, very quickly, those hopes and dreams were dashed and they lowered the bar. And I want you guys to comment in the chat right now. Have you ever had an experience in your business where you started off, you had this really high hope, really high expectation, awesome belief system, awesome mindset. You really felt like you were going into a situation feeling passionate, committed, certain. And then, you got into it, you executed, you worked hard, you took a lot of action, and the results just didn't match. And, you're left scratching your head like, wow, I'm putting in all this work, I'm taking all this action. Why isn't it working for me? And that is the key experience that I feel like I had as an entrepreneur starting off when I wanted to learn how to do launching and webinars in my business, because I had been scraping by, struggling along, closing one client at a time. And although my business was growing, it's like quicksand. When you're building your business one by one, by the time you get a new client on, there's another client that's falling off. And it's really, really difficult to actually gain momentum, velocity, and scale. And so, after going through years of struggling along, closing one client at a time, going through this cycle of, acquire a client, get them ramped up, you're so excited, you feel like you're growing, another client finishes their engagement with you, and now you're back to the drawing board. I, made all of these investments in myself and in my business to learn how to launch, learn how to do webinars, learn how to sell one to many. And it just seemed to be like one struggle after the other. And I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong because I was literally following to a T everything that they were teaching me. I mean, I was a great student. I was following everything. I was taking action. I was implementing everything I was being told. And yet I kept getting a big whopping zero over and over and over again. Has anyone else had that experience? Comment in the chat right now and tell me that I'm not the only one that has had that experience where you feel like you're doing the work, you're taking action, you're showing up, and you have nothing to show for it. Let me know if there are others who have also experienced that. I cannot be the only one. I know I can't be the only one, right? So after a while, after going through all of these trainings, all of these investments, all of the courses, taking all of this action, I finally was like, you know what, this isn't working. And I don't know if this is ever going to work. And I remember getting on a phone call with my team. And at the time, my team is very small. It was like 2, 3 people one morning. And I said, guys, I've had it. We're throwing it all out the window. This isn't working for me. This isn't working for us. I'm going to lose my mind It's so much money. It's so much time. We're following all the steps we're being told. It's not working. And I just had a feeling that I wasn't operating in my zone of genius. And I had this feeling that no matter what I did, it wasn't going to work. And this for me, guys, and this is why I think it's so important to share this story with you, is that I came from Fortune 500. I had been doing billion-dollar corporate strategies, built all these million-dollar branches, was managing a big team. So it's not like I was coming into the online space with no business background, no business education, shooting in the dark. I had a business background. I knew how to do business. And yet, investment after investment, strategy after strategy, no results, no results, no results. So finally, I get on the phone with the team. I'm like, we're throwing it all out the window. We're starting over from zero. And what we did is we removed every single barrier between us and our clients. And we decided to strictly just go live, teach, pivot, invite, teach, pivot, invite, teach, pivot, invite. And out of that, after probably 100 different variations, was born the live launch method. And it's really interesting because the live launch method over the last 5 years has become this really well-known phrase in online marketing. But it's so interesting because so many people don't actually understand the nuances of the back end 5-day selling system. So there's a lot of people teaching you how to deliver content live. There's a lot of people teaching you quote unquote live launch, but not a lot of people teaching you how to sell authentically on the back end in order to get results. Now, here's the amazing thing. I mentioned in the title of this session, how to create a massive cash surge in your business to turn around your 2022. Listen, I've talked to a lot of people that had really high expectations for 2022, really high goals, really high vision, that took a lot of action in the first quarter of the year and were really disappointed with the results. And what I'm here to tell you is that the market has shifted massively in the first quarter. People are thinking about business differently. They're buying business differently. They're doing business differently. And the one really, really distinct thing about the live launch is that you can pivot it 1,000 different directions on all different platforms, all different formats, all different styles right away. So we've been helping our clients inside of our paid programs to pivot left, right, up, down using the live launch. And they continue to have cash surges in just 9 days where they're making more money than they did in the entire year last year. So I want you to know that if you have been scraping by closing clients one-to-one, you are not alone. There are millions of entrepreneurs struggling with that same problem. But I also want you to know that there is a solution. And the solution to that problem is learning how to live launch. You have to commit to not cutting corners. You have to commit to following every element of the process. And you have to really focus on caring about being of service and caring about being present with your people, which is so much of what we teach. As Danielle mentioned earlier in our session today, so many people teach these launch strategies, webinar strategies, evergreen strategies, which are all well and good, but they don't teach you how to actually build an audience to get people there to buy. And one of the really unique things about the complete live launch training system is that not only are you learning how to generate the leads, how to engage the leads, how to nurture the leads, how to pull people in and magnetize them into your ecosystem, but then you're learning what to do once they come to your ecosystem to get them to keep coming back, to show up for your launch, engage, and convert. Now, here's the really important thing. Engagement across all platforms is down. Engagement and attendance in launches is down. Viewership in webinars is down. Why is that? Because we just went through a 2-year global pandemic and people are excited to get back out in the world. They're excited to live their life. They're excited to no longer be stuck indoors. So what does that mean for you? If you want to have a massive cash surge in your business and you want your second quarter of this year to be more than you did in the entire year last year, which you absolutely can, you need to have a strategy for engagement that is able to outperform and magnetize leads to stay with you and to show up with you and be a part of the conversation, regardless of the fact that they could be out there in the world doing 1,000 other things. Okay. So here's the bottom line. In just a couple days, we're going to be closing the doors to the live launch training system. We opened this up for the very first time to the public this week, and it is the first time ever that you can get access to our proprietary live launch complete training system that we used to only teach inside of our high ticket $30,000, $50,000, and $80,000 consultancy programs. We are now making this available to you to be the ultimate catalyst in springboarding your business forward, getting that huge surge that you're looking for, and making sure that the second quarter of this year, you do more than you did in all of your entire year of 2021. So what do you need to know as a business owner selling in today's market? Number one, people are spending a lot less time viewing long form and short form engagement content online. They're spending less time showing up for launches. They forget more quickly that they signed up for a launch, and their patience is wearing thin. You need to focus on serving, helping them to create a breakthrough, and re-engaging them to get them to keep coming back. You need to have a methodology for getting them to show up through the duration of your launch, and you need to have a really good back-end system. But here's the really cool part. Live launch is just 9 hours of your time total in order to deliver your live launch end to end and to close clients in the dozens. And we're modeling this for you right now. You see us doing it right now. Literally, I'm in my car right now. I'm on the way to the airport. I just got a text message that said my flight was delayed. So guess what I did? I pulled over my car and I said, I'm going live and I'm going to come hang out with you guys. So here's the bottom line. Live launch is the most flexible strategy on the planet for making millions of dollars online. You can do it from anywhere. You can do it in the car. You can do it on vacation. You can do it from a hotel room while you're traveling, on your lunch break, after the kids are in bed, in the morning before work. Whatever works for you, the live launch will work. So you can go to thelive.launch.com/launch. I'm going to have someone go ahead and put that in the chat for us down below. You can PM me or DM me down below this video with any questions. And I want to make sure that you take full advantage of your opportunity to get your next live launch on the books for the month of May. So what we're looking at right now is if you join us today, you're going to have the opportunity to, in addition to everything that comes inside the live launch training program, you're going to get 4 weeks of support, Q&A, and resources from our exec team, our live launch experts, to help you design, launch, monetize, and convert on the back end. So if you feel like you need that extra help, this is the lowest price we're ever going to offer it for. It's at $24.97 right now. It's like a joke. Okay. Danielle convinced me to offer it at this low price because it was the first time that we're offering it. I said, fine, I'll do it one time only. You can get in the door for just $8.97. So it's a complete and total no-brainer. And here's the other cool thing about the program. You're not just learning to live launch. You're learning audience building. You're learning pricing, packaging, and positioning. You're learning copywriting. You're learning how to convert on camera. You are learning how to show up and take your baby offer and flip it into a high ticket premium consultancy offer, and so much more. So make sure you join us. There's just a couple days left. I can't wait to work with all of you. If you know that you are joining, comment down below and I'm going to send you a free gift from the Courageous brand. So some of you guys don't know this, but I run a whole nother company with a business partner. We have an entire amazing retail line. If you want a free gift from the Courageous brand from my other company, you comment down below once you join on this video, and I will make sure my team gets in touch to send you your free gift, in addition to all the other amazing things that come inside the live launch program. So thanks for hanging out with us. I look forward to working with you, and I'll see you on the other side.